Welcome back. This is Beth Chase here. I am the producer of Know Thy Risks. I hope you are finding these short videos valuable. We certainly enjoy making them for you. In this e-tip, you're going to learn about 4 policy setting rules that should never ever be ignored. Years ago, when I was the CEO of a pregnancy medical clinic in Seattle, I felt uneasy about not knowing whether or not our policies were written correctly. And not knowing really stressed me out because I knew that my policies and procedures were literally the brick and mortar of the organization. I knew that policies could have legal consequences and that I was responsible as the CEO to assure that our policies were relevant and properly implemented. If you will follow these 4 rules that we're going to be talking about today when you're writing your policies, you will reduce risk and have peace of mind knowing that your policy structure is more defensible. Rule number 1. It is the responsibility of the board of directors to approve all policies of the organization. However, they do not need to approve the procedures. Why is that? It's because procedures are the practical administration to governing policies that have been approved by the board. Rule number 2. In legal and risk management settings, words mean things, so you want to be very cautious about words that you use. For example, using the word shall is something that you need to use very carefully. It's because the word shall carries a lot of weight in risk management accountability. In fact, in one legal dictionary, it defines the word shall as an imperative command, as in, you shall not kill. You will want to use the word shall only when you mean that this policy will absolutely, positively be done the way it is written. There's simply no wiggle room. Rule number 3, policies should never be ignored. One of the worst things you can do is to have a policy and ignore it. In fact, it is far better to not have a policy at all than to have one and not implement it. Rule number 4, policies should be reviewed annually. If they are changed at all, they need to be brought back to the board of directors for final approval. If you will follow these 4 policy setting rules, number 1, the board approves all of the policies. Number 2, be careful of the words you use. Make sure that you carefully use the word shall. Number 3, policies should never be ignored, but they should always be implemented. Number 4, policies should be reviewed annually and taken to the board of directors for final approval. If you do this, they will help you to reduce your policy risks and help to build a defensible structure. And then you can sleep better at night, knowing that your policies are written correctly. Wouldn't you love to sleep like this, baby, on this rug of fur? You will find more information on writing policies guidelines below. I also want to tell you about something really exciting that we've pulled together for you. Let me ask you, have you ever wondered if your policies are really complete? Are they consistent? Is there anything else that has changed that you need to know about that means your policy should have changed? Well, we've teamed up with Darlene Norberg and Audrey Stout, 2 national experts in pregnancy medical clinic policies and procedures. These experts will review your organizational management and medical policies for relevance and content. You will find a link below that will get you to a website with more information about what Audrey and Darlene offer. So until next week, may God bless you and keep you as you continue to protect the sacred work that the Lord has entrusted to you.